Yo, what's good, family? I'm back again with another video tonight. I'm gonna try to make this video before I eat. Um, in this video, I want to talk about QueenzFlip. For y'all do not, for excuse me, for those who do not know who QueenzFlip is, he's from New York City. He's an entrepreneur, and he's from Queens. I mean, that's why his name is QueenzFlip. I believe QueenzFlip is from Canberra Heights, out there in Queens and shit like that. I think he was doing battle rap back in the days, like years ago and shit. At one point he was fucking with Stacks. I already talked about Stack Bundles and the Riot Squad and all that shit. And to this day, he still, he fucks with Bino. QueenzFlip, he's one of them type of niggas. You really can't take him seriously because he's always so aggressive. Like, QueenzFlip is like an aggressive type of nigga. I mean, he's funny, but he be a little too aggressive, And when I first seen him, he was doing like skits or whatever, like videos from like out of his car with his son, and just doing videos and shit. He was doing that for a little minute, and then he had his podcast called Flip the Script. He's fucking with G Money, and G Money, he's a cool ass nigga from Queens. He from Queens too. And I don't know what happened with them. I'm pretty sure they still cool, but that's none of my business behind the scenes. I don't know QueenzFlip personally, but I know who he is. And speaking of podcasts, I think he still works with Joe Budden. Joe Budden has his podcast. Everybody got a fucking podcast. It's really ridiculous. It's crazy. Like every rapper, all that shit. After COVID, everybody just have a fucking podcast. I guess the money's slow. I don't know. Hold on. Pardon me, you guys. I had something in my throat. But yeah, QueenzFlip. Like I said, he has 3 kids. He has 2 boys and a beautiful daughter. And yeah, he just be going around New York City now. Nowadays, he goes around with New York City with his son Junior. I don't know if QueenzFlip. I think his family is from the Caribbeans. Mama Flip. I've seen that before. He looked just like his mother. But yeah, QueenzFlip. He looks mixed with something though. I'm pretty sure he's Caribbean and Jamaican. I don't know, but he looks mixed with something. His mother. Obviously, she love it. She love her son to death, and she supports QueenzFlip in whatever he does. I don't know what happened to his show, what he was doing with G Money, but like I said, nowadays, he just running with his son Junior. Junior, he's like, and it's crazy because my name is Junior. Like, they call me Junior and shit in my family and shit because I'm the only boy and shit, and I got 3 sisters. But anyways, so he has QueenzFlip. He has his son, working behind the camera, and they go around New York City, the different hoods, and all over. Like, they be in Queens, Brooklyn, Bronx. I don't think I seen them in Staten Island, but him and his son, they be outside. But I don't know. I really don't know why QueenzFlip is out there, doing stupid shit. He's a big he's very big on social media, and a lot of people out here in New York City, knows him for what he does and shit. You know, as of lately, a couple of weeks ago, back on Labor Day, I watched a video of him getting into fights. Well, he got in a fight with with some nigga. I don't know if he a YN or whatever, but lately, QueenzFlip, he just been getting into arguments with people and shit, going into like Brooklyn and Harlem and the Bronx lately. You know what I'm saying? And normally Flip, I think nowadays he has like a little security with him and shit, because everybody knows Flip. Every time I see QueenzFlip, in every video he's always with somebody. You know what I mean? Like every fucking body knows QueenzFlip. And then it was a couple of times I seen him. He was like out of state. I think he was in Minnesota, one of them shits, or Michigan. I forgot. He did a vlog out there, or a video out there. But QueenzFlip, he moves around and shit. But my thing is with QueenzFlip is like, nigga, like, you're already big as you are. Why do you keep going to the black community when you know how our people are already? Us black people, we come from the jungle, and we don't give a fuck about each other. We always willing to hurt and kill each other, and QueenzFlip, he just, I don't know why that nigga on that type of timing. Like, I don't know if he's trying to show love. It looks like he's trying to do that, showing love back to the community. To be honest, it's really a waste of time. I don't see Joe Budden doing that shit. I know what happens to these rappers and these big influence people. They go back to the community and they wind up getting shot and killed. And QueenzFlip, man, I don't want you on the news one day for your demise, man. Because one of these days, I mean, one of these little niggas might, they might annihilate, what you call it? They might annihilate you, man. They might kill your ass. I mean, you keep going around, just fucking with people. We fucking with Mano, all these rapping ass niggas, man. I don't know how you do it. Me personally, I told you guys I don't fuck with nobody, man. I don't like a lot of people around me because I know how I get, But it seems like with QueenzFlip, he just love getting all the love and from his people, which is not a problem. But like I said, us black people, we don't know how to act, man. We always ready to do something to each other, And QueenzFlip, he got into a fight on Labor Day in Brooklyn. He did it because it was police did, Every Labor Day, somebody always gotta die, in Brooklyn by the Eastern Parkway over there in Crown Heights. So he got into a fight with some nigga, I don't know. Cause QueenzFlip, he don't like people recording him, but at the same time, like, it's free, you know what I'm saying? Like, we have the right to record, you know what I'm saying? We can record, it's our right to. So he gets mad when people flick their camera at him and they press the record button and shit. But a lot of these niggas out here in New York City, we just don't give a fuck. And it's gonna be, QueenzFlip, I'm telling you, man, like, one day, man, I ain't trying to wish death on you or nothing like that, my dude, but one day, one of these little niggas might end up killing you, man. Cause I don't know, like, as of lately, if you're going through personal shit with your family or just in life in general, but you gotta relax it, bro. You know what I mean? The video I just seen you with just now in Brooklyn with I think some nigga named Shadow the Don. That video, he was about to get into it with with another nigga for supposedly recording him, and QueenzFlip, you kind of out of shape, man. I mean, you got to start working out. I want to see you doing a lot of cardio and, you know, doing your push-ups, all that shit, you know what I'm saying? Because if you work out with me, you're going to get tired. You don't want to work out with me, you know what I mean? Like, I'm going to have to train you. Because your ass going to get tired, man. And, yeah, you're going to have to start doing your push-ups, your dips, your pulls, all that shit. Because these YNs, man, they be carrying it on them, and they don't give a fuck of putting a nigga, you know, 6 feet under, you know. It could be a YN or any nigga in general, man. I mean, New York is already bad as it is. It's a weird, demonic energy out here in New York, and even all over the world. And I don't, like I said, QueenzFlip, man. I mean, I do watch, you know, your videos and shit. Even the video I seen you on Jamaica Avenue, you know, with all of the little blood niggas and the YNs at that McDonald's, you know, on Jamaica Ave and shit. And after that video, man, I don't know, like, I think they kick all the niggas out of that McDonald's, you know. So I don't know with that, but yeah, I seen that video, man. I mean, people be coming up to you asking you how you do content and this, that, and the third. It's cool and all that, you know. I want to know what else you do besides, you know, doing videos and shit like that. You know, I want to see you acting in like a big movie, like 50 Cent, like, you know, type of status. You know, don't get me wrong. Podcasting, I mean, like I said, every fucking body is doing that shit, and it's just weird that they doing it. But like I said, you know, we just living in different times, man. But QueenzFlip, my guy, just have at least 2 security guys with you, man. I seen. Oh yeah, I forgot. Bino, he was in the video too. The recent video when he was about to get into it with the nigga in Crown Heights, and he and yo, the nigga looked at QueenzFlip crazy, you know what I'm saying? Like he had that crazy ass demonic face. Like he would have, you know, he would have did you dirty, QueenzFlip. You know what I'm saying? So that's how, you know, you just gotta chill nowadays, you know. Cause like I said, like everybody out here in New York is like running with loose screws, and a nigga would wind up, you know, risking it all, or he might just kill your ass, QueenzFlip. You know what I'm saying? And once you die, I mean, you're not gonna ever come back. Your family gonna be crying. You don't want your mama Flip crying over to you. I mean, crying over to you. I'm stuttering. Crying over you. You know, Flip. So she looks happy, and shout out to Mama Flip too. There's no hatred, no jealousy, none of that shit. But yeah, with that being said, man, I'm tired. I'm about to take my ass to sleep. I'm gonna eat first. And I'll catch y'all in my next video, man. Y'all pray for me, man. QueenzFlip, man. Go out in New York and start doing like videos like you did before, like, but in like a good community though. You know what I mean? Or something, because us black people ain't it. You know what I'm saying? It's sad that I gotta say it like that, but like I said, man, don't keep going out there, QueenzFlip, testing people. You know what I mean? Testing the waters with people, because like I said, man, every day somebody gotta die, and I don't want to see you on the, you know, for your demise on the news, and you know, I look on the news going to say QueenzFlip has passed away, or he got shot and killed. So play your cards right, QueenzFlip. With that being said, y'all pray for me. And I'll see you on my next video. Peace.